Hi, I'm Tim, the Cheap 3D Printer. Coming up here in just a few days is going to be Valentine's Day. So I thought I'd take an opportunity to show you a couple prints for Valentine's Day, something that maybe you want to use for your Valentine, something that maybe you want to give, maybe something you want to make for yourself for Valentine's Day, just to celebrate love for Valentine's Day. So the first thing that we have is actually a model that was designed by Joe Casha. I believe it's Casha. He is the 3D Maker Noob. He's got his own channel. I'll post a link to it somewhere around. I'm not sure where it'll be, but it's going to be there. You're going to see a link to 3D Maker Noob's channel. He's got a big following. He's been doing this for a while. He's in Malta. He's a great YouTube personality. So if you watch my channel, chances are you've probably already been watching his well before mine because he's got way more followers. But if you're not, check him out. He's doing a great job. So anyway, he made this self-watering planter, heart-shaped self-watering planter that I wanted to show you. It comes in multiple parts. It has actually 4 parts. And so you have the outer shell here that you print. You have the inner shell that will slide in here. And then you have these 2 little cups that go in here that have holes in them that go down in the bottom, and then this little cap that goes over the top of this. So it's a neat little model, self-watering planter. It's absolutely beautiful. I printed this in a cheap, I think they called it red copper color. It's actually just kind of brown. It's really not really red coppery much at all, but it turned out well. The only issue, and this was not an issue with the model, this was not an issue with my printer, it was an issue with the filament for some reason. And the reason I can tell you that is because I haven't had that issue with any other prints. If you look here, there's like a glob here and one down here. I did the same thing over here in about the same area. Maybe there was moisture in my filament in these areas. That's the only thing I can really guess. But other than that, it turned out well. Now, one of the things you will want to do with this print is check it for water tightness to make sure that it is watertight. Mine is not. Mine is not watertight, but I did buy some acrylic spray paint that I'm going to spray the inside. That should seal it up really well and make it watertight. So before you go putting a plant in and before you get everything going and you hand it to your Valentine and you say, here, just put some water in it, and then all of a sudden there's a puddle on her nice table, and instead of being a nice gift for Valentine's Day, you're in the doghouse, make sure that you check it for water tightness. And if it is not watertight, that you go ahead and spray the inside to make it watertight. So that is the heart-shaped planter. I will be putting a plant in this. After I make it watertight, I'll be giving it to my wife for Valentine's Day. She already knows, so even if she sees this video before Valentine's Day, it's not going to be a big surprise to her. But this is what she is going to get, one of the things she's going to get for Valentine's Day. Then the next design is my own. I found out that the company that makes the Sweethearts candy was bought out by another company. I believe the company that owned them was Necco or Nico. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Necco. They also make some other candies. And they were bought out by another company. And because they were bought out by another company, they are not going to be producing those Sweethearts this year. So I thought, hey, I still like the Sweethearts. Although I like the candy, I can't print the candy itself. But I could print the little Sweethearts with their little sayings on it. So I fired up Fusion 360. I actually imported a picture of the heart so I could get the pretty much the close shape of what that heart looks like. And I printed up a series of these hearts. I printed out this one with Love You. These are all printed with my Palette Plus. So these have the color on the inside. You can see the pink on the outside, the red on the inside. They are recessed just like they would be if they were the real Sweethearts. Printed up the pink, Love You, a white, Marry Me, a purple, All Mine, an orange, XOXO, a green Kiss Me, and a yellow Wait For Me. These will be available on Thingiverse. I'm going to upload the model to Thingiverse, and they will be available in 2 different ways. I will upload a version that will be able to be printed on a multicolor machine or MMU machine, multi-material unit, where the letters on the inside are separated to where you can print those as 2 separate things. I will also upload them as one model that just has the recessed letters that you can then, if you want to go in and paint it, if you want to make it colorful, that way you can, or you can just leave it with the recessed letters. So I will upload those for that. So there's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones that I printed. These are all sayings that are found on the Sweethearts, so I thought that I would make them available for you. Maybe you can make yourself a little bouquet of hearts for your sweetheart. Maybe you could take and plant this, put a plant in here, and then surround that plant with a couple little sayings that you want to give for your sweetheart. So for your Valentine. So that's all I got for you today. Valentine's Day is coming up real quick. I hope that you will spend the time with your loved ones, with your husband or wife, or your sweetheart of some kind, your boyfriend or girlfriend. I hope that you'll spend the time with them, let them know that you love them in a special way for Valentine's Day. Have a wonderful day. If you like what we're doing, please click subscribe below. Click that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I can do to make this channel better or what you'd like to see. Otherwise, keep printing and keep printing cheap.